Hey guys, I'm playing an odd game, but I hope you like it anyway. It's Nancy Drew, and I can't remember which one. The Curse of Blackmoor Manor. Yeah, that's the one. See, I had a bunch picked out because they're like $6 on Steam, and they're nostalgic. So, yeah, this is one decided to go with after much trials and tribulations trying to get this thing to record. Because FRAPS wouldn't work. So I had to try out Bandicam, and after some fiddling, I finally got that to work. So, yay! Without further ado, this is Nancy Drew. Ha! See what I did there? I'm such a geek.
Welcome
Starting
to my
now.
latest case, The Curse of Blackmoor Manor. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Gameplay Overview.
I am not doing gameplay overview, but at the same time, I'm not doing Senior Detective. Believe it or not, these games have really hard puzzles in them, and you see how the magnifying glass lights up red there? If you go to Senior Detective, yeah, you don't get that when you hover over clues. And that can be a real pain. So in the interest of making sure that this actually moves ahead, I'm going to pick Junior Detective. Call me a wuss if you want. I don't
Dear
care.
Ned, greetings from jolly old England. Although right now I'm not so sure about the jolly part. That's because I'm on my way to Blackmoor Manor, where the daughter of one of our neighbors is living. The daughter, whose name is Linda, recently married Hugh Pendleton, a
She
British
looks familiar.
diplomat. Hugh travels a lot, so the only people at the manor with
Where have
Linda
I seen
are
that
Hugh's
face?
aunt, Mrs. Drake, and Hugh's 12-year-old daughter, Jane. The thing is, ever since Linda moved into the manor, her health has gone downhill. She's practically bedridden, and no one seems to know why. Her mother is convinced something is terribly wrong and wants me to find out what. So here I am,
The
about
acting
to
is
be dropped off at a
so
huge
amazing.
centuries-old mansion in the middle of a dark, foggy moor. I can't tell whether the butterflies in my stomach are because I'm excited or just a tad creeped out. Talk to you soon. I hope. Nancy.
Night, miss, and good
Oh
luck.
god, that's loud. Ow. I don't know what that sounds like for you guys, but ow. I turned the music and stuff down in this game. That's just redonkulous. Also, she walks really slowly.
Nancy. Who's there?
What?
Hello? There's something out there!
Where, child?
Over there! I mean, something was out there.
Come in.
Yes. So many things wrong.
I'm
with
Mrs.
that
Drake.
Scene.
I take it you are Nancy Drew?
Yes, and I really did see something, Mrs. Drake. I heard something, too.
Oh, people are always seeing and hearing things on the moor at night. Especially you Americans. Why don't you just go on up to your room? It's the one with the moon on the door.
I'd like to see Linda, if I could.
I'm afraid
Moon on the
Linda
door.
is,
That's ominous.
not quite ready to meet with you just now. But please, come see me after you've unpacked. I'll be in the conservatory.
All right, thank you.
Oh my gosh, yeah, so many things are wrong with that opening scene. So much bad acting gold. Anyway, game settings. That's not game settings. Good to know that's my inventory. I might just skip past this, just so you guys don't have
Dear
to
Ned,
see me
greetings
fiddling
from
with
jolly
the
old England. Dear
annoying.
Ned, greetings from jolly old England. Dear Ned, greetings from jolly old England. Dear Ned, greetings from jolly old England. Dear Ned.
Okay,
greetings
yeah,
from
I did
jolly
turn those
old
down,
England.
so I don't understand why it was so freaking loud. Anywho, a point and click game, in case you couldn't tell. Let's go see what's in our suitcase. 80s looking jeans. Say hi to Bun, my co-star. Just when I think he's gonna be, you know, quiet for a recording session, he's just not.
Something fits in here, but what?
I'm sure we'll find out, won't we, Nancy? Oh my gosh. Like, I understand this game is generated, like, generally supposed to be for kids. But, yeah. Kids aren't that dumb. You don't need that over the top. Gemini! I'm a Gemini! Hercules. Here's the major. What is that? Last I checked, bears do not have tails. Moving right along. What else is in our room? Looks like a missing
tripod. For a camera, maybe?
I was thinking telescope, just because it's all old-fashioned-y and it's next to a window, but cool camera. Anything. Just go to the table. Oh, that's the alarm. You can skip time in these games if you need to. No! That looks like drawer, not alarm clock. The hitbox is ridiculous. I don't want to call any of them. Okay, spinning. Neat. I'm sure that will be important somehow. Interesting. What? Oh, that's a puzzle. I have no idea. Do you see what I deal with here? Like, what? Okay, I'm assuming phases of the moon. Just because this seems to be wolf themed. But yeah, other than that, I got nothing. So we're just gonna see what's going on with our phone. We have the web, email messaging and internet browser. Ned Nickerson, our dream boy. Yep, that's what I meant to say. We're gonna go with that. Why is there an exclamation mark on it though? Should I call home? Nancy, phone home?
This is the Drew residence. Please leave a message at the beep.
Hi, Hannah. Bye, Hannah.
That was useless. River Heights Wireless. That's not what I clicked, but okay. No email service abroad. Yeah, she said to go see her in the conservatory, that harumphy cheeky poo from the beginning. Let's go find that conservatory.
So, Ethel, do I have to learn this?
Yes, I'm afraid you do.
If I do well, can we play a game?
Yes, but only in French.
Oh.
What? What?
I'm afraid we're busy.
If I say bonjour, will you let me in?
I need the key. I need the key.
I need the key. Will you show me?
Stay in Italy as long as you want, then. Some kind of husband you're proving to be. It's not all in my head. Don't bother.
Hello? Ghost furniture? Don't need those things. Hello?
Linda? Hi, it's me, Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew, our friendly neighborhood detective. Well, welcome to Blackmoor Manor. I apologize for greeting you under such unusual circumstances.
How you
How are
feeling?
you feeling?
How am I feeling? Well, I feel like... I feel like something really strange is happening.
That was evil. Could you be more specific?
Could I be more specific? Ah, the ace detective is grilling me for details. I'm tired all the time, my mouth is dry, my vision is blurry, but that's not important. Here's what's important, Nancy. There are some doors that should never be opened. There are some doors that hold secrets which must never be known.
But I will find
That's
them.
everything you need to know. Now if...
Mummy, can I come in?
No, you're supposed to be in your lessons.
Lessons are over. I want to meet Nancy.
I said no, Jane.
Okay.
That was my stepdaughter. She can be such a pest sometimes. Anyway, I understand you feel an obligation
Mother
to
dearest.
my mother, but trust me, there's nothing you can do. You're welcome to stay, but I strongly recommend that you go home as soon as possible.
I can't go home empty-handed. It might jeopardize my ace detective status. Linda? Okay, I'll let you rest. But I'll be back. I'm here for you if you need me.
Can I pull the curtain back? Why can't I pull the curtain back? I want to know what you look like in there, Missy Pooh. Seems a bit suspicious. I mean, how do I know it's really you in there? What if it's just a pillow with a voice box? You know, some cardboard rigged to strings. Shadow puppets. You know what's funny? They use shadow puppets in one of these games or something. I won't tell you which
This
one.
must be Mrs. Drake's room.
The music got awful ominous.
Guess she's not in her room.
No, because I'm pretty sure Mrs. Hello, tea kettle.
I need the key.
I need the key.
Oh, it's just a parrot.
No, you
You
didn't.
didn't. What's your name? Okay, I get the point. Lulu. Do you by any chance
Why
know
would I
Latin?
want to know if the bird knows Latin? Okay. I'm knocking stuff
I'll take
over.
that as a yes. Would you mind translating something for me?
I don't know what the significance of this is.
Equinoctium vernum.
The longest day of the year is solstitium, the summer solstice. The shortest day is bruma, the winter solstice. Equinoctium vernum is a spring equinox. Equinoctium autumnalis is a fall
This is an
equinox.
awfully well-educated parrot.
Lulu's always right.
Bye, bird.
Cheerio. You're gonna need a bigger bowl.
What? Okay,
Who's the pretty bird in the mirror?
this game is ridiculous.
There goes my cell phone. Hello?
Hi, Nancy. It's Mrs. Petrov. How is everything? Have you seen Linda yet?
The music again is kind of weird.
Yes, and I'm afraid she seemed really depressed.
That's actually not how I describe her
Just about
mood.
at my wit's end. I've never known her to act like this. The last doctor that examined her said that aside from a little dry skin, which is not unusual for her, she was perfectly fine.
Why is she hiding behind that curtain?
I have no idea. When I was out there last week, I got fed up and pulled the curtain back. She threw a fit, but otherwise she looked absolutely normal. A little pale, perhaps, but who wouldn't be pale, cooped up like that? Something has changed her. Something in that house. Hugh is just
Dun,
as
dun,
bewildered
dun.
and upset by her behavior as I am. Please get to the bottom of this, Nancy. You're our last hope.
Where is
Where's
Hugh?
Hugh?
He was called to Rome. As a diplomat, he's always being called out of the country without warning and without any say in the matter. He'd much rather be there with Linda, although
Mrs. Petrov? Are you there?
it's just that Hugh said it hasn't been very easy for him to talk to her lately. Whenever he calls, which is at least once a day, Linda always seems to fly off the handle for no reason, which doesn't make sense. Linda has always been extremely level-headed and even-tempered.
And evil.
She never gets angry.
But
At
evil.
least she didn't used to.
Till she was evil.
Who
Mrs.
exactly
Drake?
is Mrs. Drake?
She's Hugh's aunt. She's taken care of Blackmoor Manor ever since her brother died. He was Hugh's father. She's a bit of a character.
Yeah, I noticed.
I noticed.
The way she spends all her time in that conservatory, slouching around, trowel in hand, murmuring to herself. You'd think she was burying something. Or somebody.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mrs. Petrov.
Goodbye, Nancy. Oh, one more thing. My niece is on call and her husband's out of town, and I told her I'd go over there and babysit if she had to work. So if you call and I don't answer, that's why. Bye.
Or she's out murdering people for Mrs. Drake to bury in her garden that she apparently, buries people in. Is this the conservatory? Looks like a conservatory to me. It's all gardeny. That was a lucky choice. Click, 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 click. Oh, come on, guys. I'm going downstairs. There's nothing to examine here. Poor game design right there. Maybe this isn't the conservatory. What does that do?
Doesn't work.
Oh, dang. What? What's making that noise? Is that a giant Venus flytrap?
Carnivorous plant. Cool.
It's big enough to eat me. I wouldn't call that cool.
That's probably not a good idea.
Oh, look, it is a conservatory. She's over here, but I want to see her garden.
Messing with her
People plants.
probably not a good idea.
All settled in? Good. I'm happy that you're visiting Linda, but I know how much you like your televisions and loud stereos, so I must insist that you act respectfully and civilly while you stay with us. Since my nephew Hugh is away on business, I am in charge of this household. And if there's one thing I cannot stand, it's noise. Hugh's daughter
Certainly
Jane
a lot
is
of it
staying
here.
with us and would very much like to meet you.
Ghost
But
parrots.
please try not to distract her. She
Freaky
has her
curtain
studies
ladies.
and mustn't be disturbed during her lessons.
People speaking French. You know, lots of noise. I know there's other people staying here. Jane studying French. I'm concerned about the thing.
I'm concerned about that thing I saw outside.
The thing I
It was
squeaked at
purely your
in terror.
imagination, unless you saw a stray dog. But I will not countenance any histrionics about this issue. We have enough to worry about with Linda. And please do not get any ideas about going outside to investigate. I do not want you tracking mud all over this house.
Yeah, heaven forbid I get your house dirty and some wild animal, you know, doesn't tear me to shreds, but, you know, of course you'd totally care about that. Linda's condition, I
What do you
guess.
know about Linda's condition?
Oh, Linda simply needs some time to adjust to her new living situation. England is not the United States. We do things differently, or should I say properly, here. The doctor believes it's just
That's a
case
bit
of
rude.
nerves.
I mean, I don't live in the States, but I'd call that rude. Is that what you believe?
I don't know, and the doctors don't know. No one seems to know anything. All I've been told is that Linda is unwell, and that in her stead,
Which reminds me of a
I must
bird.
look after matters. Now, please, I really do not have time to entertain you. You may have the
Very
run of the
pompous
house,
bird.
but do not break anything, and refrain from mucking about with items that aren't yours. 2 rules Jane seems incapable of following. And before I forget, our kitchen is being remodeled, so our dining situation is rather unorthodox. I've made arrangements with a local restaurant to deliver meals to us. There should be a programmed number for them on the phone in your room. Feel free to order whatever you'd like.
Yeah,
Can
what
you
about
tell
that
me
bird?
about Lulu?
Lulu is a very old parrot. She must be over 80 years old. Please be very careful with her, especially if you feed her. Parrots have quite delicate constitutions, you know.
Goodbye.
The pleasure is all mine, child.
But not mine. Okay. So we're staying around away from...
Hungry? Who's ready for some nummy?
Did you say something, Mrs. Drake?
Not to you, dear.
Crazy lady. Very crazy lady feeding the human eating plant. I'll go up this way now, away from her. Now what should I do? The music in this reminds me a little bit of Alice the Madness Returns.
Do you mind if I use this computer?
No, not at all. But it's very old. Feel free to use mine if I'm not here.
Who's Alan?
Alan Penvelin was a noted researcher in computers and languages. Jane let me into his computer, but there was nothing much of interest on it.
What's the password?
I'm not sure.
Lulu. Pumpernickel. Potato. I hate you.
I couldn't quite track the provenance of that piece, but Philippe must have brought it back from the New World. He became quite wealthy as a merchant in the Americas, and restored Blackmoor's original splendor after it had been abandoned for years. His daughter Penelope continued the renovation.
That is creepy. Why would you want that in your house? What do I even do?
Sorry, Betty. You lose.
I guess so. There was like absolutely no point to that whatsoever. Let's just move away from the creepy doll lady. Alright. Now where to?
Hi, you must be Nancy. I'm so pleased you're here. I'm Jane. I know you've come to visit my stepmom, but I'd love it if you could pop by whenever you get the chance. Oh, we'll have such fun. Let's play a game.
Grandfather's coat of arms. What? Am I crazy, or did that just blink?
Oh, you startled me. You must
startled
be Nancy.
me.
I'm Jane's tutor, Ethel.
How do you do?
Jane is very excited you're visiting. You're all she's talked about for the past week.
She's a very intelligent young woman, stalker lady.
Yes, well. I'm sorry, but I'm in a bit of a rush. I need to go over some things with Jane.
Oh, I guess I'll be going then.
Welcome, my
Oh, jeez.
friend. Don't tell my sister, but there are ghosts in Blackmoor Manor. 13 of them to be exact.
I am not
The
me.
problem is they're very shy, so they only come out when it's very late at night, usually just after midnight. And even then, they only show up in quiet places, like the Great Hall, and the hallways, and the conservatory. What's worse, they'll only come out for a very short period of time. But if you can find and touch all 13 ghosts in the time you're allotted, come back here and I'll give you a prize, one which I guarantee you'll enjoy. So who's ready to go on a ghost hunt?
Me, I guess. Sorry, I just hit the microphone.
Remember, you mustn't waste any time. Our little chums won't stay visible for long. So, on your mark, get set, go!
Okay, they're just where? There's gotta be something. Somewhere. I'm missing something. Where are the ghosts? Like, this seems like an awfully big place. Yeah, no, that's just for the stairs again. That's not what I want. Not what I want at all. So that was Nancy Drew. The end.